Guys, it's about to get crazy. Why? Well, I'm glad you asked. Today's TWAB, though many found it underwhelming, many others found to be a great one. I interpreted this new first TWAB of 2023 to be mainly focused towards new and casual players. First, and probably most important in the news today, all mods are now available to everyone, with a couple of asterisks in there. Players of all levels and experience have been asking for this for a very long time. Like, seriously. I mean, a long time. Like, years now. Since the arrival of Armor 2.0 that came along with the Shadowkeep expansion, which released in October of 2019. As such a welcome change to the game, it didn't take long for players to realize this armor was amazing. Totally customizable in terms of resistances and small buffs you could add to it that would tailor your armor to your playstyle. How did this work? Armor mods. Equipping armor mods can help you increase stats like mobility, to help you move quicker, or discipline, to help your grenades charge faster. It wasn't quite the same as it is now. I mean, especially now. But one of the biggest problems to first arise and come to the attention of the Destiny community was the acquisition of some of these mods. Most of the basic ones would come to you passively as world drops, or you could earn them by completing bounties for literally almost anyone. However, some of the more coveted mods were harder to acquire, and the most recent means of getting these mods have been waiting for A1 to sell whatever mod you've been waiting for and needing to complete your collection, or even just a build you're working on. Most people were able to collect all of the weapon-specific mods pretty quickly, as Banshee 44 seems to be a bit more generous in the way of variety. A1, on the other hand, would sell a crazy OP mod, like Lucent Blade, for instance. And if you missed it, for whatever reason, it doesn't matter what the reason was. I had work that day. I was out of town. I didn't have a computer. It could be another few weeks or even months before you saw her sell it again. Well, now all of that has changed, as all the mods are free to everyone and already ready to use. Well, not all of them. There will be some raid-specific mods that you will need to unlock by doing said raids. And you will still need to unlock seasonal mods from the seasonal artifact each season. At least for now, as Bungie said there will be some changes to the mod system when Lightfall releases. What those changes are, I don't know. And I can't imagine we'll find out until said release. Here's what else is going on in TWAB and why I feel like it has been aimed at new players, new light players, and the more casual player. Let's get into it. Happy New Year, Guardians, and welcome to the first TWAB of the year. We hope you all had a relaxing and peaceful holiday, and that the new year treats you well. Between moments of triumph, Iron Banner Fortress Revision 0, and gestures wildly at the game in general, there was a lot going on. So we want to make sure that you have all the deadlines you need before the season wraps up. In 47 days, guys. The deadlines they're mentioning here are Grandmaster Nightfalls. January 27th is when Grandmaster Nightfalls open up. Iron Banner, they're going to do it again on January 31st. There's usually 2 times in a season. Pretty sweet. The final week of season 19, February 21st. Now, usually there's a closing to every season. You want to make sure that you're there if you care about what's going on in the season. You want to experience it yourself. So make sure you're there, guys, because unless you want to watch it in a video, we'll probably be putting one up and you'd like to experience it yourself, better make sure you don't miss that February 21st deadline. You'll have a week left before Lightfall comes out. Next up is going to be Iron Banner, and the changes are as follows. Well, this at least was what they have to say about it in the TWAB. After 2.5 seasons of playing the new Iron Banner and experiencing 3 new Iron Banner modes, Rift, Eruption, and Fortress, we have gathered a lot of feedback and have some upcoming changes to share. When Iron Banner returns on January 31st, we're planning on increasing the amount of Iron Banner rank you earn at the end of matches, doubling the multipliers you get from wearing the Iron Banner gear, having the multipliers you get from completing challenges, and significantly increasing multiplier you get for wearing Iron Banner emblem. We expect this to decrease the number of games needed to earn a rank reset by around 40% and make it more worthwhile to play earlier in the week. Additionally, starting next season, Iron Banner will be available 3 times a season, and an Iron Banner emblem will be available on the rewards track during the first reset for those who don't already have one. We'll have more information about the modes and dates to expect in Season 20 as we get closer to launch. So guys, this is huge. When Iron Banner returns on the 31st, and they're saying starting Season 20, there's going to be 3 releases every season. So you get the 23rd, it'll be out for a week. It's your last chance before Lightfall. They're going to increase the amount of experience you get by wearing Iron Banner gear, which is easy enough to get. You could lose Iron Banner and still get gear. Playing Iron Banner, that's all you really have to do. Significantly increasing the multiplier you get for wearing the Iron Banner emblem. If you already have an emblem, which if you've played Iron Banner and earned some emblems, it is a grind. It's quite a grind. I have 3 or 4 emblems. And I really haven't put a bunch of time into it except for Season of the Haunted. I put in some time because I really liked the emblem then. But anyway, making it a whole lot easier for newer players to gain experience and earn the armor, the weapons, makes it a whole lot easier for, more appetizing for you to spend your time playing Destiny in Iron Banner, especially for those of you who play Crucible already, maybe are so into the idea of playing with a more sweaty type of game style. Anyway, that's what's good about the Iron Banner stuff. We're going to move on to the next deadline that's coming up. And next, you get all the mods. And you get all the mods. Yesterday, all standard armor mods were unlocked for everyone. With big changes coming to build crafting in Lightfall, we want to give everyone a chance to enjoy all of the standard mods in the current state of the rest of the season. Standard mods refer to everyone everything but the raid. Standard mods refer to everything but raid and artifact mods. Players were granted access to armor mods in yesterday's patch. Will not have them appear as unlocked in collections. You can still use them freely in their armor. Wait, so can you use them? I'm guessing that means temporarily. We have a blog post planned for next week with more information on how the mods and build crafting all will be. We have a blog post planned for next week with more information on how mods and build crafting all up will be evolving in Lightfall. Stay tuned. Wait, I'm having trouble with the way this is worded. Next week with more information on how mods and build crafting all up will be evolving. Just take the all up out. Weird. More information on how mods and build crafting will be evolving in Lightfall. Stay tuned. That's, sounds better. Anyway, bit of a wrench in the mods thing. Try it. Definitely got a solid month and a half at least to try it and build craft, get crazy with it. But it looks like they won't be unlocking them for you to keep temporary. Interesting. Well, give a good little test drive to all the mods that you care to try. And if you like them, you know which ones to shoot for, but hopefully they're coming up with this new system. I'm hoping it's getting rid of some of the consumables instead of having to wait for months and months and months. Sounds great to me. Next in our deadlines is stay focused. Starting next week, we are making the following changes to the cost of focusing weapons and armor. Focusing costs for Trials of Osiris, Iron Banner, Crucible, and Gambit weapons and armor will be reduced to 25 legendary shards, down from 50. Adept weapons focusing cost will also be reduced to 50, down from 250. Guys, that's 20% of what they used to cost. I don't know how long that's going to last, if that's indefinite or not. Let's keep going. The glimmer cost of focusing regular ritual weapons has been reduced to 5,000, down from 10,000, 50% cut there. Nice. We are making these changes to make focusing gear more available to players, especially new players who haven't been saving up a Scrooge McDuck pile of legendary shards over the years. We want to make sure players have opportunities to chase more spicy rolls without breaking the bank. You can try these out next week by visiting the vendors of Trials next Friday, Crucible, Gambit, and hitting up Lord Saladin when he returns on January 31st. I like that. The drop in focusing armor, and I mean maybe not so much armor, but definitely weapons for me. At least I feel like I have the armor that I need. It's huge. So the amount of time that you put in and the resources that you earn from the amount of time that you do put in will be that much more valuable. They haven't really made any hints or notation on the amount of consumables that you will get from matches. I'm assuming that that's going to be unchanged. Sounds great to me. Guys, the remainder of the TWAB is interesting, especially with the video we got here. A bit more on that. If you want to go ahead and visit the TWAB, you can. I will leave a link to the TWAB in the video description of the video. You know, there's some nice artwork and stuff explaining what's going on with the, you know, exo dog, but I haven't even unlocked it yet, so I don't want to see too much about it myself. I'm sure there's a lot of us out there that still haven't quite shot all of the little yellow suppressor balls yet. Bungie store update will consist of, you know, they are trying to tell everybody that a lot of the manufacturing of the new things that they have, merchandise like raid specific merchandise and stuff like that, is taking a long time, and they understand. You know, they want to make sure that you guys understand too, all of us understand that these things are made to order, and they are not gonna make 10,000 of them with the risk that only 5,000 of them are going to get, you know, earned or ordered. I'm sure that's a very low number, but you get the idea. They don't want to make more than they need, so they find out how much is going to need to be earned, then the cutoff, and then things get produced. You know, further ideas on how to eliminate the, you know, such a weight, things like that, they're taken into consideration and input from us, the community. Player support report. What's going on here? I mean, the big gist of it is going to be mostly Stadia. For those of you that have been doing the Stadia thing, I applaud you. No lie. It is definitely a sad truth. For many, that was the only way to play Destiny with your fellow comrades and guardians. So sorry to you guys, but I really hope that next Wednesday, January 18th, it will be shutting down. Definitely take, you know, the time to open up cross save, borrow a friend's PlayStation, borrow a friend's Xbox, you know, hop onto somebody's computer, create a Steam account, whatever you got to do. If you've invested some time or even spent any time in the past on Stadia and you care to keep it, your last chance is this Wednesday coming up. So be warned. They have been talking about this for months. There's some other known issues, you know, crucible issues, stuff like that, things going on with the seasonal activities and a few other things from the community artist of the week. Very cool. Again, like I said, I will go ahead and put the link to this TWAB in the description of the video. Well guys, that about does it for me, and if you liked what you saw today, definitely don't hesitate to throw some comments in there and discuss what you think about the new TWAB. I know it's a bit late, but you know, like I said, life happens, and I don't exactly have all of the availability in the world to make videos as much as I'd like to. Full-time job and all that stuff. You know, hit like, get subscribed, and, you know, bell notifications for whenever I decide to make another video or have the time to. I definitely would like to do this a lot more often, and I will definitely be honest, it is you guys that are the key. So if you want to have more content coming your way, you know, the more subscribers and comments and all that stuff is going to help make this channel grow. So in any case, I definitely appreciate your views, and you know, if you like what you saw, let me know about it, you know, on top of just what you thought of the video, or aside from, I'd definitely love to hear it. And I'm getting better at it. I'm getting a little quicker at it, although yesterday was a bit of a rough one for me. So day late, but better late than never. And that's about it for me, guys. This has been Eraser. Thank you so much for checking out the video. I really appreciate it. You guys have a good one, and we'll see you this weekend in Trials. And I cannot wait for some Grandmaster Nightfalls. Anyway, guys, have a good one, and we'll see you in the next one. I would have liked to do that.